trade. 1-for-1 as Forsaken gets taken down with a headshot, able to find Martin there through the box.
No fade, kind of rough.
Tagged to 37.
But
Gonna have to be clean
no
with
Viper,
Sheriff.
not bad.
He wants to come away with some
No wall,
eliminations
just
here.
the Razor Vines.
So they're in a decent
Make sure he doesn't get
position.
tagged, that's
Go ahead
good.
and hold down the door, something. Up into the smoke.
Dude, Yoru fighting the smoke.
It's the better of him.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah, it might be the time for a bit of a disconnect for XLG. But
I mean, yeah, you totally reset here. You've used up so much of their util.
Flashing way out, Araga trying to
Still
get
gets one.
Doesn't have to find one.
I don't think you need to fight that. You have the numbers. Just rotate.
Rushing at them here with
For
Jimmy
XLG,
himself.
Mind
Trying to get a catch,
Freak.
trying to get a timing.
Oh!
Gets the headshot, but can't quite confirm the kill. He's on the reswing.
Dude, if
Go ahead and
only it
back
wasn't a
away.
classic.
YOU at 12 HP. Potential for this to quickly become a 2v2, but Salvo's online here for Viva. To make it a bit more of a pain in the neck here for PRX. To try to get
This
way
is
back
the
over
first
on
match,
site.
yeah, of today.
Playing a backside as well, which makes it a little bit more difficult now for them to even get in.
I mean, my assumption is that Patman will be starting at Toronto, but they have officially said that both Mind Freak and Patman will be there, and they are both on the full roster. So they're not like putting anyone on reserve. They're not fully benching anybody. Good trade.
Last one standing, asked to
Ooh,
clutch it
Mind
out,
Freak.
but he will make
He
it
just-
happen.
he just needed a map.
Back to the stage, Aaron Leonard.
Yeah.
That is going to be the
He just
3K
needed a
clutch.
warm-up.
Force up for them, not so much for XLG, despite getting a plant early. Warning call on the Prowler as well. Seeing the gate crash, Forsaken.
I mean, you still have the wall. Oh, and then you have the wall. It's well set up. It's a good setup from PRX.
Casualties, but Martin
I love that Forsaken just had his crosshairs ready to go.
Push out of the smoke, Divide with the Singer, wins that fight.
All right.
Each half.
So they read a B hit earlier. Now you fight hard for Rubble on a bonus. The buy's not bad. Devi's got a stinger, but oh, look at this wall. So they have to spend a lot of time trying to clear a wall here. They're not going to find it. And then they can kind of refill. They can hold back here without getting flooded, basically.
You got the deep shear on the side as well.
Paranoia. Trying to clear that close side. Devi, however, up into the smoke is in behind two before getting taken down.
I mean, they might not even need to use it. Okay. I mean, he was so far ahead. I get why he goes for it, but chat, don't worry. This is PRX. Panda just called for this. He's like, give Mind Freak more clutches so he gets his confidence back up. See, I told you, chat. Don't worry about it.
Unscathed, unkilled, 406. Gets himself a weapon upgrade. Says, no, I like this one a little bit better. And we'll have the defuse.
It's always great.
At the middle of the map towards the front of B. Well, for XLG, it's back
Mind Freak 4, 0, and 6.
A bit more slower. Followed out by the Prowler.
I mean, you all probably think the Judge and Odin are bad guns too. You nothing knowers.
Paranoia at the ready. XLG do want to try to fight their way forward, gain some space here at Rubble.
5 sharers for XLG. PRX got to give a little bit of respect at the very least.
To push forward for this catch as the Prowler chases in from behind, but he's completely surrounded. Swings around, gets the bad news. Something right there up in
Not
his face.
sure if
Site is
intended.
open for the moment, so PRX will have to play retake, but versus 4 with Sheriffs, things could still very much get out of hand here. It's going to be a nightfall, yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'm fine with it. Again, early on in the half, if you get an early ult, using it on an anti-eco, I think is totally valid. Just 100% secure the round. Give the respect. Ooh. Timing, pinch. Okay, not bad. You at least get one. Now you have him surrounded. Very good.
Kills going to be found here as they break down the duelists, but cannot get the
Joke's on you. No Valorant maps require that. But maybe I'd have to see it.
Swing on the corner. Mind Freak. Struck down. The kill here found from Martin that shows
Oh, okay.
right there on top of the Viper.
Doesn't greed for it. Just gets the guaranteed kill.
Putting the ult to good use, finding some revenge here for his element. Just trading out one of these smokes. Deep flash. King clearly not.
That one wasn't. Okay, Forsaken. Where are we going? Oh, the door's open. Okay, that's good. I think he thought it got the tag, but it was cleared right at the end. That's rough. 3v4. You have numbers advantage now. Uh-oh. No, not anymore. I don't think you need. I think you wait. I think you wait for Rarga. Oh, we do not peek this 1v. Okay, well they do, and they win it. You know what? I don't think XLG needed to do that, but it'll work. Thinks it's a 1v1, but you already had blue room. That's a nice setup from XLG. 2v1 now. I don't think they're suspecting this at all, but we'll see. If enough time passes, he'll suspect it. Yeah, now that he has that corner, he's got it. Rarga's got his sights on. That's rough. Okay, wait to see if the util happens. XLG waits for it. They're going to try to re-clear. Drone gets 0 value. Oh, dude, that's unlucky. He was like halfway through the screen, but it still tagged him.
Gate crashing away.
And Forsaken's got a judge.
Yeah, I mean, we saw this yesterday.
Yep. Didn't work so well for 10-10.
No.
As well,
Did he see Forsaken is the real question. He saw Mind Freak.
I don't think he's been able to
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, Forsaken just sends it. I don't mind that. Good cover from Jing, and then Mind Freak hides away.
Knows exactly where the enemy Omen is, but can't quite get
that's good. It's good reactions from PRX. Damn.
Ends up getting blinded at the end of it all there.
Prime sub as well. Sorry about that, Nikati. Thank you so much for the Prime subs. Thank you for using your Prime on the channel. Thanks for supporting. Welcome, welcome. Appreciate it.
Clearing out mound. No one home.
What if it's a switchplay map? I was thinking, like, what if it's a Spike Rush map specifically? But that would be weird.
Sneak away a kill. Position Rarga. Try and find something with the Vandal. It's hero variety, of course.
PRX is fine with the positions they're holding. Forsaken, he only has a judge though, so I don't know about that.
Back here, make this approach as awkward as humanly possible for the side of XLG. A little bit of damage could be found.
Ooh, that's a good Armageddon.
Trying to push forward here, but Rarga up
that's a good Armageddon. I like it.
Onto the corner, though, the flash is good. Something collecting one, but even just dancing around the shots.
Oh, the gunfire. I mean, the firepower might just break them, though. Oh, God. Oh, man.
Knows that he's got Coconut dead to rights.
Dude, if they had rifles, though, XLG after that, because I think it really messes with things like Brim Smokes and Tejo Mollies. He only gets one, though. I think with the position, you would have wanted either more than one. Oh, he... Breach Flash is a little too easy to dodge that he's too fast.
Out onto these players could make
Good
them
pinch, though.
very easy targets, and it shall. 2 kills.
XLG a little bit too lax on this one. They were a little bit off in the timing. Like, they charged this, but they weren't ready to charge with them.
PRX are absolutely sprinting away with the map. Okay. Offset on the crosshair. Martin does manage to find one. Forsaken previously tagged up, but he is good for the angle. Will be the
I mean, Sheriffs again. Dude, this is a rough map for XLG. I mean, they just can't get any space. I mean, for one, they're losing all their initial duels, other than Rarga every now. I mean, they've got the guns, though. Oh, my goodness.
So even though the showstopper's an absolute biff, it doesn't matter because he finds 3, and now you have the wrap from
and the class. What?
Behind this, by the way, but he just says, yeah, I'll just use the classic. Let me show this thing off. Buy the bundle. What is this mount?
So I had a performance coach who I think worked briefly with PRX as well, right? I think she was the same one that was with them during the offseason.
Ends up being the casualty.
Not a lot of people mentioned that because obviously, like, Ewok plus Warbirds was the main thing, but.
For the blind spray, but Blind Freak now going to be noted. Stealth drone able to find him, and Forsaken cannot hit the transfer, so. Be Rarga dead. Oh my God! Viva's just
okay. Well, they woke up.
Instantly one-tap something.
Finally, win a Rebel fight. You get the sight. Imagine that.
Yep.
Dies. XLG.
Nice shot. Holy.
I move away. No, I gotta go back.
Viva. My gosh.
That's a very disgusting shot.
Voya said to wake up, not go crazy. My goodness.
Shows that it's cleared out. Divine will get noted around the back. There's the
the fault line.
Rarga looking for the kill. He's worried about a
okay.
swing, though.
Yeah, okay. I don't mind it. I don't mind it from Rarga. Oh, and then the bait. That's so good from XLG. Nightfall actually hits a decent amount of people though, so they're in a little bit of danger. Like, PRX can fill this. It's just that they have to go through the pit. Yeah, it's difficult. The spray just gets so much value. The spray and pray. And the pit covers the vertical as well because of how high it goes. Look at that. Oh, extra insurance from Coconut just to double check. Okay, they're I don't know about constantly going in to die.
The spike has not been taken up to half. The pit is going to be enough to overwhelm them.
I don't think there was really any necessity for that from XLG, but
sprinting away, looking for the save as the economy from PRX has been
a chance to, you know, have cross-region battles, teams testing things out. We get to watch matches, you know, without as much butt clenching. I think it's great as long as it's not required. Like, as long as it's you know, a choice from the teams participating.
Behind the mount here for Jing, refaces out. More damage to be found, but kills eluding as Raga does manage to find the headshot.
How did XLG know all of PRX were flanking? Well, they didn't know that all of them were flanking, but they got nightfalled from here early. They originally were always pushing through this because that's the space that they had, right? So because with the Euro, you guaranteed the space. You saw nobody coming in earlier. You only saw Devi. You fault lined him. You were afraid of a trade. You bait Devi out. Devi dies alone. There's no further trade. This is the guaranteed space. So instead of backtracking all the... And then instantly the Nightfall came, so... You kind of knew that that's the space you were working with. Spike's still not planted, but it should be fine now. 8-4. I mean, they stabilize. It's rough all they want, but if the Philippine government doesn't want to let people leave their country, that... I mean, Riot can't control that, but PRX is therefore PRX isn't taking any chances, and they're getting it started nice and early to make sure Patman can be there. I mean, they're just doing their due diligence, which I think is totally fair. I don't think playing in this tournament is worth the risk of something going wrong because it's so hard to get a visa to get out of PH.
You do equalize at a 4-4.
Raga, gate crash towards the spawn. You'd assume that he wants to try and find something.
Losing Viva for Jing? I think that's okay. Okay, getting a little bit of info. Not bad. I would love to see them push out of C, though. For XLG, yeah. So they will go for that. They can hear it. We can hear it. Obviously, with the white nose, they might have missed it. But, yep, they know. PRX knows. So these two are already clearing the site. These two are checking the flank, and now you have numbers advantage, and they're going to wrap around. Flash to keep him at bay. This is a well-played round from PRX. This is so well played. They played the map entirely. They used all of it. The most? What team does it help the most? I guess PRX? I guess.
Our wonderful host, confirming that Jing's mother was at every single game.
You guys didn't know, right? Yeah, I realized people just didn't know that I wasn't part of the government, but now you know.
Here we go, though. You know, the site.
You're just sending it. He didn't even check.
He doesn't look back.
It doesn't even, dude. I love that he doesn't even check. What?
In, though, and something still
but they used util to clear it, so I'm okay with that. It's just kind of crazy to watch. Arrive pretty much right as the spike gets planted, passed over now to something. We will get the ult online going into the bonus. No, see, chat, I don't agree that G2 is going to suffer the most. I think that is not putting enough credit.
But that's not what they're doing at the beginning of this round at the moment, because the dimensional drift online for something. You talked about it. Getting it early. Well, this is the bonus round. Man, I'm going to be honest. After watching Jemkin's ults and their set plays with your ults, a lot of these other teams' your ults on Lotus are... They're very surface level. But you put pressure on B, still gets a little bit of a job done. He's all alone, though. Looking at saw him. Oh, something still wins it.
Somehow wins the fight. Jing. Make it happen here.
Bit of a miss. Raga, good movement.
Not going to be favored in that fight. Held at bay for the moment here, at least our PRX.
Okay, very fluid though, right? You still had the backup plan from Mindfree. Something helps fill it.
Just going down right here. Center of the site. odd plant spot. What we're usually seeing here.
The only problem is the time. I mean, yeah, but like, it's a month, and I don't. It's not easy for anybody, but I think it's, with their talent on both coaching and player staff for G2, I think it's fine. Rarga, somebody clean him up. There you go. Very nice. Good hold from PRX. I don't think you feel that much weaker. I think Euro's still good, especially because I think things like Vice will still be strong. Holy, how did he get that double? Okay, just mind freak. It's clutch time. Time for him to wake up. Okay. But I can cast in Korean.
Out here at Mound, something just
ooh, if he had hit that.
Crisp headshot, but not quite able to make it connect.
How long does PRX hold here? I wonder if they're gonna wait for something to go for a peek on A. They're still putting pressure. I think they want to make it look like this is a fake, right? Just fake pressure on C. Fires off the op. Yeah, I think they're hoping that the fake pressure forces XLG to go for an early rotate, but I mean, just an operator shot doesn't clear rubble. This is so risky. It's not risky if you hit shots, though. I mean, I think macro-wise they weren't winning, but it doesn't matter when you hit your op shots.
Take stock of what they've spotted elsewhere. Device starting to poke and prod, see what he can spot over at the B site.
Yeah, Yoru's very good against Vice, so Yoru will still have a place, but I don't think he'll be as snowbally or.
Trying to go bouncing forward here onto the B side, ends up getting cut down as Viva putting a nice shot.
Good swing with the paranoia. I like that.
Stranded within the B side. Multiple eyes on this here from the side of XLG. PRX trying to just botch their opportunity to get
honestly, people always tell me that, like ask me that, like what do you dream in? The real problem here is I haven't legitimately like dreamt in a very long time.
A bit more damage here to XLG, but Coconut's got plenty of money, so isn't going to be sweating too much.
I think I had a nightmare once earlier this year, but I don't think it was in any particular language.
This one kind of runs out of time as a defender squad as well.
Yeah, I think in both languages. It just kind of depends on the topic.
Towards the next round, you are all right with. That's always difficult to track, but it's somewhat easy with the squatting.
It's not that Yoru suddenly gets weak, it's just that other duelists can now shine because because your initiators should be able to cover more of the spectrum, right? So I just think it makes other duelists more viable again. It doesn't really make Yoru particularly weak. But I do think the snowballing on him is going to be a lot weaker. Like, the ult snowball, I think, is pretty big. I think a lot of people are overlooking that. I think it's pretty impactful. I mean, this is on that patch, but...
This playing here up over the top of the box finds Viva PRX. 6 rounds needed for XLG if they want to give us another overtime, but right now it just feels like it's...
Why not Izu? I mean, that's the big question, right? But I think, again, they wanted... It was either that... Hold up. Maybe this game's not over. Okay, we're going to assume it's going to go on. Well, it's something. Got 19 kills. All right, do you think the 2v5 happens, chat? I mean...
Gifted the spike as well, you would assume
2v5. No believers? Damn.
Save calls or
you guys all pretend you're on the train and you don't believe the 2v5 can happen? Oh yeah? You don't think it can happen?
Something ready to tap the door, but
I mean, this is such a yeah, he's waiting for Devi. Dude, they're going to go for a 2-man pinch against 3 people. No shot. Clone. Stand the intent, like the theory there. The train is in maintenance, so a lot of people are outside. They're just chilling. Uh-oh. He's not checking. Oh my. Devi? I mean, the round's over anyway, but...
To say the least, it's going to be a flawless as XLG
Oh.
to try to bring this map
Okay,
to
never
its
mind.
conclusion.
Mind Freak was already through.
3K technically on
Another
for
3K
the
to
ace,
close out the...
and he
Oh,
is
never
gonna
mind.
find the fourth Raga dead.
Mind Freak, you
Martin
can't take this kill. There you go.
noted, still
You got to let
alive.
him get his ace.
Jing in pole position.
Damn.
Will be able to find it. Closes it out in style. Jing bringing this one to a swift end. 13-8 here on Lotus.
GG.
They get the bounty. They get themselves into the grand final, and they get the 2-0.